When it comes to what men find sexy, most women overcomplicate it. They think it's about showing more skin, wearing the trendiest dress, or matching what they've seen in a movie. But here's the truth: men don't fall for clothes. They fall for the energy inside the woman wearing them. You could be in a figure hugging black dress or in his oversized shirt, and he could find you equally irresistible. Why? Because true sex appeal isn't about exposure. It's about expression. It's not the fabric, it's the feeling. It's the confidence behind the outfit, the spark in your eyes, the way you move without trying too hard. Every man has his preferences, sure, but across the board, what they find sexy has less to do with the outfit and more to do with what it says about you. Some clothes speak confidence, others whisper comfort, some invite curiosity, others radiate safety. The magic lies in the contrast, the ability to move between powerful and soft, mysterious and approachable. When you understand that, you stop dressing to attract men and start dressing to express your energy, because a man doesn't just notice what you're wearing, he feels the story you're telling. And that's what today is all about. We're diving into the 10 sexiest things women wear according to men, but not in the shallow fashion magazine way. We'll go deeper, because behind every sexy outfit men love, there's a psychology, a feeling it creates, a signal it sends, a subtle emotional pull that stirs something primal in him. By the end of this, you'll see that it's not about dressing for men. It's about understanding what men feel when you show up as your most confident, radiant, and effortlessly feminine self. There's something timeless about the little black dress. Every woman knows it and every man feels it. It's simple, elegant, and quietly confident. The kind of outfit that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. When you walk into a room wearing that black dress, it's not about how much you're showing, it's about what you're suggesting. It's about the way the fabric moves with you, the way it frames your posture, the way it holds mystery without ever losing class. Men love the little black dress not because it's revealing, but because it's controlled. It says, I know my power and I don't have to overuse it. It's the ultimate balance of sophistication and sensuality. A woman who knows she could captivate everyone, but chooses to carry herself with poise instead. The beauty of the little black dress is that it creates a kind of stillness in a man. It commands his attention without needing his validation. It pulls him in not through noise, but through presence. When a woman wears that dress and owns it, when she stands tall, moves with intention, and smiles like she's in on a secret, something in him stirs. It's not lust alone, it's fascination. Because he's not just looking at a woman in a dress, he's seeing confidence personified. But here's where it gets interesting. The opposite look can have exactly the same effect. An oversized shirt, loose and unplanned, can be just as intoxicating. Maybe it's his shirt, maybe it's yours. Maybe it's falling off your shoulder a little, or the sleeves are too long and you're rolling them up. There's something about that image. A woman comfortable, relaxed, effortlessly feminine that makes a man's heart skip. The oversized shirt is the symbol of ease. It says, I don't have to try, I'm enough as I am. It's intimate without being deliberate. It feels like a glimpse behind the curtain, a private moment where you're not dressed for anyone. You're just being. When a man sees you like that, his mind doesn't just go to attraction, it goes to connection. Because that look captures a kind of vulnerability. It's what he imagines when he thinks of closeness, comfort, real intimacy. The black dress awakens his desire. The oversized shirt awakens his tenderness. One ignites fantasy, the other reminds him of reality, and together they form the perfect balance of what truly draws a man in: strength and softness, allure and authenticity. The reason both these looks are powerful is because they speak to two sides of feminine energy, the commanding and the relaxed, the magnetic and the approachable. When you can embody both, you become unforgettable. A woman who can captivate a room in her black dress and melt into her own comfort in an oversized shirt is showing range. She's saying, I can be your fantasy and your safe space. I can light up the night and bring peace to the morning. That's what men notice, the contrast. Because real attraction lies in polarity. It's the tension between mystery and comfort, between the woman who makes his pulse race and the one who makes his soul rest. The black dress and the oversized shirt represent two ends of that emotional spectrum, and both are deeply feminine in their own way. So when you wear your little black dress, don't just wear it for attention, wear it as a declaration of confidence. And when you slip into that oversized shirt, don't underestimate its power. Because sometimes the sexiest thing you can wear isn't what's carefully chosen, it's what feels most like you. And that authenticity, that natural ease, is the one thing no man can forget. Heels and bare feet, two complete opposites, yet both have a way of captivating men in ways words can't describe. One represents confidence, command, and allure. Other embodies softness, comfort, and natural beauty. And the fascinating thing is, both of them awaken something primal in a man, not because of what they show, but because of what they say about the woman wearing them. Let's start with heels. There's a reason why men notice the sound of them before they even see the woman wearing them. That rhythmic click across a floor turns heads, not just because of the sound, but because of the energy behind it. Heels change how you move. They shift your posture, elongate your legs, arch your back ever so slightly. But more than anything, change your presence. When a woman wears heels, she automatically slows down. Her steps become intentional. Every movement has weight. And that slow, grounded grace is magnetic to a man. To him, heels signal confidence. They say, I know my power. There's something about that quiet dominance, that control of your space, that makes him both admire and desire you. It's not even about height, it's about command. The woman in heels isn't chasing attention, she's drawing it effortlessly, just by owning the energy around her. She doesn't need to do much, her walk speaks for her. But then there's the other side of the coin, bare feet. And what's beautiful about this is how it awakens a different kind of attraction in a man. Bare feet are vulnerability, they're comfort, they're realness. When he sees you walking barefoot, whether it's across the grass, curled up on the couch, or padding quietly through the house, it's not about seduction, it's about intimacy. It tells him, I'm home on myself. I don't need to perform. Bare feet strip away the layers of presentation. They take away the pretense and bring things back to something natural. There's a freedom in it, a quiet confidence that doesn't need embellishment. It's not about looking perfect, it's about being present. And that presence of a woman who's comfortable in her body, who isn't hiding behind polish or perfection, is profoundly magnetic because it's rare. Heels show him your power, bare feet show him your peace. One excites his imagination, the other touches his heart. When you walk in heels, he sees a woman who could take on the world. When you're barefoot, he sees the woman he could build a world with, and the women who can move between those two energies, the fierce and the free, are the ones men never forget. This is why the combination of both is so captivating, because every man is drawn to contrast. He's drawn to a woman who can command attention one moment and melt into ease the next. A woman who knows how to step into her power, but also when to step out of it. It's not just sexy, it's human, it's real. So the next time you wear heels, don't wear them just to look good. Wear them because they make you feel like a force. Let your walk slow down, let your confidence show. But also don't underestimate those barefoot moments when you're natural, relaxed, and unfiltered. Those moments are the ones that touch something deeper in him because they remind him that beneath all the allure, there's warmth. The truth is, men love both sides of a woman, the one who can make a room stop when she walks in, and the one who can make him feel calm when she walks toward him. Heels and bare feet aren't just fashion choices, they're two languages of feminine energy, and when you speak both fluently, you don't just attract a man, you enchant him. Red lipstick and natural skin, two looks that couldn't be more different, yet both have the power to completely undo a man. One captures his attention instantly, bold and deliberate. The other draws him in slowly, quietly, in a way that feels personal and pure. Together, they represent the dual nature of feminine allure, confidence, and authenticity, fire and softness. And it's this balance that men find irresistible because it's not about makeup or appearance, it's about emotion. Let's start with red lipstick. There's something undeniably captivating about it. When a woman wears red lipstick, she's not blending in, she's owning the moment. It's a color that has history, power, and presence. It's been worn by icons for decades, not because it's trendy, but because it never fails to make a statement. Red says, I'm not afraid to be seen. It's confidence in color form. When a man sees red lipstick, he notices more than the shade. He notices the certainty of it. It's deliberate. It tells him that you know exactly what you're doing. You're not waiting to be noticed. You're choosing to be seen. And that kind of self-assurance is intoxicating because it's not about seducing him. It's about expressing you. The red lip draws attention to your smile, to your words, to the way you carry yourself. It's bold, unapologetic, and commanding. It's feminine power without a word being spoken. But here's the beauty of contrast. As much as men are drawn to that polished, confident energy, they are equally enchanted by the complete opposite, the softness of natural skin. There's something profoundly intimate about seeing a woman bare-faced, fresh, unfiltered. It's a look that whispers instead of shouts. It doesn't demand attention. It invites closeness. Natural skin speaks to authenticity. It tells him, this is me. And that kind of openness touches something deeper in a man's heart. Because in a world obsessed with filters and perfection, vulnerability is rare and it's beautiful. When you let him see you without the mask, without the effort, you're showing him a kind of confidence that runs even deeper than the red lipstick. You're saying, I don't need to hide to be beautiful. And to a man, that's magnetic. You see, red lipstick excites his imagination. It's visual, it's immediate, but natural skin awakens his emotion. It makes him feel safe, connected, drawn in, not by performance, but by truth. When he looks at you without makeup, what he's really seeing is trust. The trust to let your guard down, the trust to be seen as you are. And that's a kind of beauty no brand could ever sell. Here's the secret. Both the red lip and the bare face work for the same reason. They're intentional. They're not about pleasing anyone else. They're about choosing what makes you feel aligned with your own energy. A woman who puts on red lipstick because she loves the way it makes her feel is just as captivating as a woman who wipes it off because she loves the feeling of being natural. In both cases, she's not performing, she's owning herself. Men sense that. They can feel the difference between confidence and insecurity, between presentation and authenticity. What makes the red lipstick sexy isn't the color, it's the certainty. And what makes natural skin beautiful isn't the absence of makeup, it's the presence of self-acceptance. The truth is, you don't have to choose between the two. The woman who can rock a red lip when she wants to own the room and walk bare-faced when she wants to feel grounded, that's the woman who's magnetic. Because she knows her power doesn't come from a product or a look, it comes from within. So whether you're wearing that bold red or nothing at all, remember this, it's not what's on your face that makes a man fall, it's what shines through it. Confidence, ease, authenticity, those are the real beauty filters. And when you wear that, he won't just notice you, he'll remember you. There's something quietly magnetic about a woman wearing something that isn't overtly sexy, but somehow becomes the sexiest thing in the room. An oversized shirt, his hoodie, a piece of clothing that drapes loosely over her, not revealing everything, but hinting just enough. It's not about lace or leather. It's about comfort meeting intimacy. It's the subtle message of, I'm yours and I'm at ease here. When a man sees a woman wearing his hoodie, it's not just a piece of fabric, it's an emotional signal. It says she's taken a part of him and made it her own. It's his scent, his warmth, his belonging, all wrapped around her frame. That visual hits a man deep in his primal wiring. It's protective and vulnerable all at once. He sees her in his hoodie, hair messy, no makeup, maybe sipping coffee, and suddenly every instinct inside him awakens. Not just the sexual one, but the emotional one that says, this woman feels like home. And then there's the oversized shirt, a button down that barely brushes her thighs, hanging loose on her body. There's a quiet power in that. It's the kind of look that doesn't scream for attention. It whispers it. The lines between soft and strong blur. She's not trying to look sexy, she just is. And that effortless sensuality drives men crazy because it's confidence disguised as nonchalance. Men are incredibly visual, yes, but what they crave more than what they see is what it means. When a woman wears something that looks comfortable, she's signaling security. She's showing that she doesn't need to try too hard to impress. She's relaxed, grounded, self-assured. And that, more than anything, is magnetic. Because comfort is confidence is quite a twin. When a woman feels good in her skin, a man feels safe to let his guard down too. There's also a psychology at play here. When you put on his hoodie or shirt, you're unconsciously telling him, I'm close enough to you to share your space, your scent, your world. And that connection, physical and emotional, creates a sense of intimacy that words can't replicate. Men might not articulate it this way, but they feel it. They see you walking around in that oversized piece of clothing and think, she's mine, she's with me. And yet, it's not about possession, it's about presence. It's about two energies intertwining through something as simple as fabric. The hoodie, the shirt, they become symbols of closeness, of trust, of quiet mornings after long nights. They remind him that intimacy isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's the soft rustle of cotton, the sight of her bare legs beneath his shirt, or the way she tugs the sleeves over her hands while laughing. That's the kind of sexy that stays with him long after the moment is gone. Because it's real. It's not curated for the world. It's just between you and him. The oversized shirt and his hoodie are like secret languages, ones that say, I'm comfortable with you, I belong here. And men notice that. They notice the way the fabric hangs off your shoulder, the way your confidence grows when you're not performing, the way you glow when you're relaxed. It's a reminder that sexy isn't about being perfect, it's about being authentic. So yes, wear the hoodie, steal his shirt, let it hang loose. Because sometimes the sexiest outfit isn't the one that reveals your body, it's the one that reveals your comfort. There's a certain kind of sexiness that doesn't shout. It whispers, doesn't demand attention, it effortlessly draws it. And that's exactly what happens when a woman puts on a pair of sunglasses and a soft, cozy sweater. It's not a cocktail dress, it's not lingerie, it's not something meant to provoke, but in the eyes of a man, it holds a different kind of power, one built on mystery and comfort. Let's start with the sunglasses. Men are fascinated by mystery. We're wired to be intrigued by what we can't fully see or understand. When a woman wears sunglasses, it creates that little gap, an element of distance that makes a man lean in, wondering what's behind them. It's subtle, but powerful. The moment your eyes are partially hidden, the rest of your presence comes into sharper focus, your lips, your voice, your posture. He starts feeling your energy rather than just reading your expression. That's why sunglasses are more than just an accessory. They give you an air of control, of poise, of calm confidence. They make you look like a woman who knows who she is, who doesn't need to explain herself, and who moves through the world on her own terms. And men find that intoxicating because confidence wrapped in mystery has always been the most seductive combination. Now, balance that mystery with something soft, a sweater. Not just any sweater, but one that feels inviting. Maybe it's slightly oversized, maybe it falls off one shoulder, maybe it looks like the kind of thing that smells like warmth and comfort. A soft sweater adds a different layer of allure. It says, I'm approachable, I'm safe, you can relax here. That duality, the sunglasses and the sweater, is what makes this pairing irresistible. It's a visual and emotional dance between distance and closeness. The sunglasses say, I'm not easily yours. The sweater says, but I could be if you earn it. And that balance keeps a man intrigued. It taps into his instinct to chase, to discover, to understand the woman in front of him. What men notice most isn't just how the sweater looks on you, it's how you feel in it. When you wear something cozy, your body language shifts. You become softer, more at ease, more natural. Your movements slow down, your laughter feels unguarded. It's in those moments when you're comfortable and unfiltered that men feel a deeper attraction. Because confidence isn't only about being bold, sometimes it's about being at peace. Imagine this, you're sitting across from him, a soft sweater brushing against your collarbone, a pair of dark sunglasses hiding just enough of your gaze to keep him guessing. You smile, not too wide, just enough. There's warmth in your presence, but also a touch of mystery. He feels drawn in, but he can't quite name why. That's the beauty of this combination. It works on both his mind and his senses. Every man deep down craves a woman who embodies both comfort and curiosity, someone who feels like a safe place but still keeps a part of herself unspoken. The sunglasses give him something to wonder about, the sweater gives him something to feel. Together, they form the perfect contradiction, soft yet strong, mysterious yet open, simple yet unforgettable. And that's what true sensuality is made of. It's not about how much skin you show, but how much emotion you evoke. The sexiest things a woman wears aren't about exposure, they're about expression. So next time you slip on those sunglasses and wrap yourself in that sweater, remember this, you're not just wearing clothes, you're embodying a feeling, a delicate blend of mystery and warmth that no man can resist. Here's the truth most women overlook. The sexiest things you can wear aren't always designed to be sexy. They're the pieces that tell a story. The dress that hugs your body because you feel confident in it. The shirt you borrowed because it reminds him of you. The sweater that softens your energy. The sunglasses that make you look untouchable but leave him dying to get closer. Men don't fall for what's loud. They fall for what feels real. The quiet curve of confidence. The relaxed energy of a woman who feels good in her own skin. The playful contrast between mystery and warmth. These are the details that stay in a man's mind long after the night is over. Because true sensuality isn't about revealing everything. It's about revealing something deeper. It's about wearing things that express how you see yourself: powerful, feminine, and effortlessly magnetic. That combination, it's unstoppable. So the next time you get dressed, whether it's a night out, a quiet morning, or a moment just for you, don't ask, will this impress him? Ask instead, does this make me feel like me? Because when you feel radiant, a man doesn't just see you, he feels you. If this message resonated with you, share it with another woman who deserves to feel magnetic again. And remember, the sexiest outfit you'll ever wear is confidence.